The silent killer of dreams. Understanding overthinking. Overthinking is one of the greatest silent killers of dreams, ambition, and peace. It disguises itself as preparation. It wears the mask of intelligence. But make no mistake, overthinking is not thinking deeper. It is thinking in circles. It's the endless replay of what if, maybe, and I'm not ready yet. Many people stay stuck in life not because they lack ability, but because they drown in hesitation. Overthinking turns simple decisions into sleepless nights. It magnifies small fears into mountains that seem impossible to climb. Understand this. There's a difference between reflection and rumination. Reflection helps you grow. Rumination chains you to the same spot. We live in an era where the mind is overloaded with options, opinions, and comparisons. It's easy to get trapped in the storm of thoughts, questioning your every move. But freedom begins the moment you recognize the pattern, the endless cycle, and decide to break it. You cannot control every outcome. You cannot predict every detail, but you can control your focus, your actions, and your response to uncertainty. The first step to stop overthinking is awareness. Catch yourself when your mind spirals. Interrupt the pattern. Say to yourself, I am not my thoughts. Thoughts will come and go, but your actions define your life. The illusion of control, letting go. One of the biggest drivers of overthinking is the illusion of control, the belief that if we analyze every detail, we can guarantee success or avoid failure. But life doesn't work that way. Let me be real with you. You will never have all the answers. You will never predict every consequence. And that's not a flaw. That's life's design. Overthinking is your mind's attempt to control the uncontrollable. You replay conversations. You imagine worst-case scenarios. You doubt your decisions long after they've been made. But here's the truth, uncertainty is part of growth. You can't think your way to certainty. You can only act your way through fear. The most successful people in the world didn't succeed because they knew every step. They succeeded because they acted despite uncertainty. They trusted themselves to figure it out along the way. Think of all the energy you've wasted worrying, doubting, hesitating. What if you redirected that energy into movement, into learning, into creating? Letting go doesn't mean being careless. It means being courageous. It means making peace with the unknown and betting on yourself. Stop worshiping control. Start respecting action. The prison of perfectionism. You don't need to get it right. Overthinking and perfectionism are siblings. They feed off each other. You plan conversations but never speak. You wait for the perfect moment, but it never arrives. Listen carefully. Progress beats perfection every time. Imperfect action builds confidence. Mistakes teach wisdom. Movement creates momentum. Most of the world's greatest achievements were born from messy, imperfect beginnings. You're not supposed to have it all figured out. You're supposed to start, stumble, learn, and grow. Don't let the fear of getting it wrong rob you of the chance to get it right eventually. Start messy, start scared, but just start. Your mind will overthink until your actions silence it. The story. The boy who stayed at the shore. Let me tell you a story about a boy who lived by the sea. His dream was to sail into the vast ocean, to explore distant lands, to chase the horizon. But every day, he stood at the shore, overthinking. He would stare at the waves and think, what if the storm comes? What if I get lost? What if my boat breaks? Day after day, his fears built castles in his mind, castles that became prisons. He watched others sail. Some returned with stories of wonder, others with scars, but still he stayed on the shore, thinking, planning, hesitating. Years passed. His boat grew old, covered in dust. His dream faded like the tide pulling away. One day, an old sailor approached him and said, "You've spent your life building the perfect plan. But life is lived on the waves, not the shore." The boy realized no amount of thinking could substitute for experience. His fear of failure, his need for certainty, his addiction to overthinking had stolen his time. With trembling hands, he set sail, not with all the answers, but with enough courage to face the unknown. You see, many of us are that boy. We stand at the shore of opportunity, overthinking, waiting for perfect conditions. But life rewards those who sail, not those who wait. Your time on the shore is over. It's time to sail. Action over anxiety. The power of movement. The final truth about overthinking is this: it loses its power the moment you take action. Anxiety feeds on inaction. Doubt thrives in hesitation. But clarity is born through doing. Overthinking tells you to wait, but life is happening now. The longer you hesitate, the louder your fears become. But every small step you take weakens the cycle. You don't have to make giant leaps. Sometimes action is as simple as making that call, sending that email.